Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego Ninjago Dragons Rising Kai and Raz's car and bike battle set. This is set number 71789. It has 103 pieces and I paid $9 for this set. I think this set retailed normally for $20 and I had been seeing it discounted to $15. For a while I saw it at like $11.50 and I just saw it at $9, which is, like 60% off or something like that, or 50, more than 50% off if it was $20. I don't know if it was 20 or 25 retail. So this was a pretty reasonably priced set. I mean, getting a box Lego set like this, 2 minifigures, I think everything's going to be printed because it's a 4+ set. 4+ sets are occasionally or generally, I think, kind of overpriced comparing the piece value, the piece count to the part number and everything, and $9 felt like a reasonable deal here. So I did want to look at this for that price, and so this will be, I think, only the third maybe 4+ set I've ever looked at, but so far I've been generally okay with the ones I've picked to feature on the channel. So that is fun. So in this video, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to put this together and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. So while I build, I will speed the video up and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So until then, enjoy. Okay, so while we look at the build for this Lego Ninjago Dragons Rising, Kai and Raz's car and bike battle set, I just wanted to say thanks for watching and then remind you, if you like this video, click the thumbs up. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. Means a lot to me. This is a 4+ set, so you can see the big pieces used for the chassis, and that also means it came together pretty quick, so I try to do a good job in the full review. And now on to my review for this set. Thanks. Okay, so here we have the Lego Ninjago Dragons Rising Kai and Raz's car and bike battle set. I think this is from the first wave of Dragons Rising stuff. How many waves have there been now? Because there's another 4+ set that I think is like Nia and Aaron or something, and I think it's got like a flying vehicle for a character, and then it's got a dragon for a character. I think that's a 4+ set. I think I also saw that one on sale recently. It wasn't as cheap as this one, but I think that one retailed for a bit more as well. And yeah, what is that one called? Naya and Aaron's baby dragon battle, I think, and that one looks really interesting. It looks like it has more volume than this one, but I went with this one for now as far as 4+ Ninjago sets go, and this is pretty cool. I'm reviewing this right after I reviewed the a Jurassic Park 4+ set, and there were some things in the Jurassic Park set that I was a little bit surprised to see, and in this one it sort of has some elements that I expected to see in that other one. But either way, that's that. So we will get right into this because there's a lot to look at, even for just barely 100 pieces. And the first thing we will look at is the minifigures, because you do get some. You get 2 minifigures in this set. I think this is the first wave of Dragons Rising, partially because of the way that the mask and the hood are done. They're 2 separate pieces there. So this is Kai. Kai does have the gold katana there that they can wield, only one, and no extras or anything, which is kind of interesting. And this is the style from the first wave. So the hood part like this, or the helmet, comes off, and then the back piece that can hold the katana, it can hold 2 of them, kind of goes around the neck and also serves as the kind of face mask, balaclava type piece there. And let me get this off. There we go. So we can see that. So we can see Kai's got the eye black there with kind of some fire red kind of strikes on there. Good expression. Does have an alternate face with like a scar and a bandage and different stuff, so that's really nice. Torso for this is very, very good, very detailed, nice metallic gold printing. Kai's kind of emblem here. Do have printing on the midsection for the tie around the waist. It continues printing onto the legs up at the top, in the middle, and on the feet. Nothing on the arms. Back as the dragon rising, dragon orb kind of logo there, emblem there. So that's very good. So that's Kai. Pretty similar to a lot of other Kais you get in other sets. And then the other one you get here is Lord Raz. Now this is a character that appeared in a few sets from the first wave of Dragons Rising, and I loved this character. And then in subsequent waves, they had like wolf mask warriors. I think Lord Raz is not a wolf, maybe is like a kind of a lion type thing. I think this character is quote unquote evil dragon hunter something or other, and they are in similar clans with other antagonists from the series. Does have this really great dual molded translucent kind of blade element here that could also be held a different way and stuff. I really like this element. That was new for the first wave of Dragon Rising. The head is very, very cool. I think the printing is okay. I would have liked maybe a little bit more around the mouth area to get some more like to be able to better differentiate where the mouth is versus kind of the beard area there, or part of the mane perhaps. But the eyes are okay. The printing on the top of the head is okay. The mold for the head is pretty cool. And this does not have a minifigure head underneath. So like the wolf mask warriors all have a minifigure head and then a mask. But maybe this isn't a wolf and it's a lion or a tiger, or something about it feels more feline to me than canine when I'm looking at it right now, but maybe it is still a wolf. I don't really know. It's hard for me to say, but I'll pop that off. We do have the gold pauldrons here, which are pretty cool, and they do have a stud on the back. Pop the head back on. The torso for this is awesome. I love this printing. I love the design. I love the color choices. This is really, really strong. So good amount of detail in there. Great detail on the midsection, continuing all the pattern there for this robe and the belt and everything. And then the legs have a ton of really good printing as well. That's pretty awesome. I love to see it. Would have loved to see it on the side, but we do get printing on the arms, which is terrific. And it kind of has some striping here, which maybe it leads me to believe more like a tiger, this sort of deal. And then has kind of the printed cuffs around the hands, which is excellent. Looking at the back, very good detail here. Not as interesting to me as the front, but still really great. And the torso and the legs are kind of in that gunmetal gray type kind of color there. So I really like this character. It's appeared a couple times and I'm always pretty impressed. So that's very, very cool. And then in the set, this is something that you'll see occasionally, something similar to this in some firefighting sets and other stuff. But this is a couple flame pieces here, maybe for the race or the battle, and they're kind of markers for them to go between or whatever else. This set has 2 instruction booklets and 2 bags of pieces, but I'm kind of going to go out of order here because I'm going to start with this sort of side buildy thing. This kind of looks like a little temple. It's very small. It does use like a big brick here, like a tall one, big piece there. Some good pieces overall, like these kind of tulip pieces up here, the kind of swords adorning the side in the gold, and then we have this blue lightning on this kind of blue crystal piece here, which is, I believe, what they Kai and Lord Raz are maybe competitive over. I think they've called this the precious blue lightning, and this is sort of like the trophy area, but it's like maybe Kai's protecting it and Lord Raz is trying to take it, or vice versa, or maybe it's just some general thing and they both are trying to get a hold of it for whatever reason here. So this is super simple. It's a small kind of side buildy thing for a 4+ set that seems to make sense. Not a ton of pieces. They're all relatively big, so that's good. And then we get 2 vehicles here. So we get a car and a bike. This is the car and bike battle. So the first one you build is for Kai, and I think the way we know that is the color scheme here, but this is pretty cool. It's big. It's bigger than I thought it would be, and it's also kind of what I expected for some reason. I thought the thing in the Jurassic Park set that was like a little 4x4 type thing was going to be similar to this, because this does use some very classic 4+ pieces here. So big hard plastic wheels, they're just all one piece. They did use the kind of like yellow pin in there. They spin relatively well, and then the whole kind of chassis, or the whole body of this car is, or 4x4 or whatever, is 2 big pieces that just have a Technic pins, 2 Technic pins holding them together. So it's got like the whole what the axle would be, and it's just basically split in half there, and those 2 pieces are rather large. So they do have studs on the top and the front and the back. They have some studs on the side. They have places for wheels to go. They also have kind of what is molded into them, which looks like suspension or shocks or some kind of springs there that aren't actually there, but it sure does look like it. And actually, for some of the images for the other vehicle, I thought maybe that they were real something, but they are not. So they're just molded in here. But that's this, and then it's supposed to kind of look like a dragon vehicle, and I think it kind of translates rather well for that. So at the beginning of the build, you put on kind of the front here, and we do have a center steering place to sit someone down. We do have the steering wheel. When they're in there and they're sitting, it does feel like they're a bit low, but also that looks about right. And with the kind of helmet hood on there, and if they had their mask on and everything, I don't think the sword could be, in the back if they were sitting there, but that's okay. And they ended up looking okay in the driving seat here, so that's really cool. We do add, there's just like a bracket used on the front with this cone piece, and then a hollow stud, and then a flame there. And I didn't know what that was at first. I thought that was going to be the back of the vehicle, because it seemed to me like some propulsion or something like that. But then we put this excellent dragon head on there. So this is a dual molded dragon head with kind of the translucent color here, as well as the gold, and then it is printed, and that's a very, very nice piece. So cool to see that. Great to get that piece here. Do have the Nexonite shield on top, which kind of adds to this, the body through here, and then we kind of have the tail, so it's on a ball joint at the end. We do use kind of one of those red tulip like pieces there, a couple kind of gold blade pieces for accents, and this feels similar to kind of some of the stuff they do on the brick built Ninjago dragons. So it feels like they took a dragon sort of thing and made it into a car, made it into a race car, made it into a battle car, a vehicle, an off-roader, a 4x4, a drop top, whatever this is. And I think they translate it pretty well. It is big pieces. This is very classic 4+ stuff, as I understand it. So this is kind of what I was expecting whenever they did vehicles, but like the one in the Jurassic Park set was just a lot smaller than this, so they couldn't use those pieces. I thought they would have used maybe kind of a chassis piece that was all one piece, including the axles and maybe even the wheels, but they did not do that in that case. But this is quite a bit bigger, more substantial of a plaything, and it rolls pretty well. It looks pretty cool. No stickers because it's 4+, so the dragon head is very nice, and the rest of it is about standard. But overall, I like how this looks. And then the other thing you get here is Lord Roz's kind of bike. So this is a tricycle, and I was interested to see how this was done, we can kind of see it has those the impression of like shocks or suspension in there. This is actually made using the exact same pieces, but they look quite different to me, not just because of the color swap, but actually putting the wheel in between there does a lot to make this slim down and to make this feel smaller and different. So it's not a motorcycle, it's not a bicycle, it's a tricycle, it's 3 wheels, and it's pretty cool here. These wheels are actually rubber and then has the kind of gold rim in there, which is fine, but they do use the same kind of big chassis like piece here with 2 pins in the middle, which is good. The kind of seating area is very similar. It doesn't use the same piece for the back, but same kind of tiles with the vertical kind of rail or the wall there. Same kind of steering wheel. This one I don't think is supposed to look like anything in particular other than a bike, and so it has this nice slope piece that is all printed. So it's printed on all these different sides, which is very, very good. Production work looks pretty good. Great to get that piece. And then we have these kind of blades up here, similar to the ones, or exactly the same as the ones kind of in the trophy Blue Lightning area there. And those get put in this piece and clipped onto the side, which also can help kind of narrow this thing down and make it look more aggressive and all that. So that's pretty cool. Looking at the back wheels are, similar to this because it's the same chassis, but the wheels are smaller and done a little bit different, so that's fine, but we have those at the back. And then at the rear, we build this up. We have this kind of piece that I've seen used in the custom car garage and other vehicles and boats and other stuff. It's a nice looking piece, maybe for exhaust or something like that, which is fine. And we have a nice kind of slope and a taper off here, and then we get some of the gold cones at the back. This is super stable because it's not on 2 wheels. Even if it was on 2 wheels, I think these wheels are thick enough that it wouldn't be an issue. They look great in there. It feels about right. And actually having these characters seated, I thought they were going to be maybe seated too far down, or in the case of Lord Raz's bike, I thought maybe they would be seated too far up. And it seems like they actually did it pretty well, but that might just be the nature of these kind of big pieces they used for the kind of core body of the thing. So when you look at these from the front, I actually think the scale of like how much they're sticking up out of the vehicle is really, really good from the front, and even from the side it doesn't feel that bad. So that's very cool. They fit in there well, and that's kind of everything in this set. There's not great places to put accessories. I suppose Kai can kind of have the sword in the back there, or could have it in their hand, which is fine. I don't know if Lord Raz, I suppose, could oh, I thought this studded down. It does not. I suppose could hold on to this or something else, or it could just be off to the side. Lord Raz with the kind of shoulder piece in there is going to look as good, or the same essentially. So that is very, very cool. And I like when they have places to put accessories, but it's not super, super crucial. These kind of little flame pieces are maybe markers, or it's the starting line or the end line, or it's the centerpiece in this kind of battle area where these vehicles are gonna do whatever they're going to do here. And maybe these are things to pass through, to knock over, to roll over, to collect. I don't know what they might be, but you do get those. And then this is what they're maybe fighting over, and that's fine as well. It's pretty small, and that's everything in this set. You do get some extra pieces, just a couple. The yellow pin, which has less friction than some other ones, and the translucent orange hollow stud there, which is used on the front of the dragon car. And this set is 103 pieces. It has 2 minifigures, and I paid $9 for this set. It retails for $20. So pretty great discount, I would say. This is another one that I saw discounted, yeah, and like maybe 15 and then into the like 12, 11 and change kind of dollar mark. And then I didn't pull the trigger on it because I'm still sort of apprehensive about 4+ sets, but finding them on, over 50% off is usually to the point where no matter what the set is, I'm probably interested in at least giving it a shot. And this is already on a pretty low price point. It's not like I get 50% off the Titanic, although if I saw the Titanic for 50% off, I probably would buy it. But this is a $20 set that I paid $9 for, which is pretty low commitment, all things considered. And I think this is great. I looked at the recently the Lego Ninjago Jay's Lightning Jet Evo, and that released alongside that, I'm pretty sure there was a Kai vehicle Evo that was similar to this. I don't think it was a 4+ set. It may have been, and it had some similarities. And I loved the jet set. I don't know if I remember the car. Maybe I'm just completely fabricating that, and it's some kind of Mandela effect or something, but I feel like I looked at that and that was a thing. But those retail for like $10 and then can occasionally be found on sale for more, like I did when I most recently looked at that one. And when I think about these, is like, if this is in a $10 box or this is in a $10 box, that feels about right. And so the retail price probably makes sense for this, given the big pieces, big tires, and several of them. You get 2 minifigures that are really quite good. No stickers because it's a 4+ set. So actually the value here seems like it's pretty good. I actually think like I got more than if I bought, 2 $10 Ninjago sets or 2 $10 City sets or $10 Friends sets or 2 $10 Minecraft sets or something like that. This actually feels pretty darn good. There's not a high piece count, but there is big pieces. And as far as like substance that I have here, 2 vehicles, there's 2 instruction booklets. It could be built with a friend potentially, or split between siblings or whatever else. They could be played with in pairs. So I think this is a really good idea to kind of do these vehicle 2-packs as far as play goes. I think they look all right. Whoops, that fell off there, but that's not normally going to happen. And I had a lot of fun with this. I think this is really cool, even though I'm not like I'm not 4 years old, but I am 4+, and this feels really great even to me. So pretty cool stuff here. And I'm more curious now to look at the kind of Aaron and Nia's, or Naya and Aaron's baby dragon battle, because that's a 4+ set. I think I've seen that on sale, because normally it's $35. It might be that $35 makes sense for that one too. You get the dragon, you get the side build stuff, you get a baby dragon Ryu mold, you get 3 minifigures, and some stuff like that. So maybe that set is also good at its retail price, but I'm hoping I could score it for a discount. And I don't know if it'll be as severe of a discount as this one. If it was like even 50% off, would be like $17. I think I've seen it for $15, so I can probably get that one for about the same percentage off, and I would be interested to look at this one. I think $9 for this is fantastic, and anything less would be even better. I think $20 for this kind of makes sense now that I have it in my hand. The piece count might be off, but if you're looking for a way to get like these characters or to have some stuff here, I think 20 is a good price for this, and I had a lot of fun with it, so that's very, very good. I like it. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up and give it a like. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button down below so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I'll be doing here in the future, including more Lego Ninjago, more 4+ sets, more sets I find on sale, but then tons of other sets from all different themes, all different shapes, size, price point, piece count, tons of different stuff. So subscribe so you don't miss any of those upcoming Lego videos. We were on the road to 1,000 subscribers, which is incredible. Thank you so much for all the support. It means means a lot to me. Hope we can get there at some point. So thank you very much. And if you want to support this channel in a different way, you can do that here on YouTube with memberships, supers, and thanks. And I still have the Patreon. It's in the video description. It's on my channel page, patreon.com/sobricks. Maybe consider checking those things out. They do help me a lot, and they mean a lot to me. And I'm going to be coming out with some more kind of exclusive videos for members and patrons and stuff for some bigger sets in the very near future, including one that I'm working on currently about the Natural History Museum modular. So if you're interested in that and my takes on it and my commentary on the build, maybe consider looking at the Patreon or the membership on YouTube in the future. I'll let people know when that video goes up. But yeah, maybe consider checking those things out. It means a lot to me. So thank you very much. And with all of that said, until next time, thanks. Bye.